we decided to do some thinking. And not only are we gonna get flames, but we hate secret guys, so we also went back for shock mines. It's not gonna stop every secret player, but maybe the bad ones are gonna struggle. So now we are gonna start saving for not only 6 engines, but building held, more stuff, Seeks, another proto, and heavy choppers. So we'll be in prison for 4 or 5 days, meaning that we're just gonna spend each day chest collecting, not playing too much. Doesn't mean that we can't rank up, but especially if you haven't hit diamond yet and you want to, still give it a shot. Either way, we can still show some attacks. There was one people were asking about how to beat the base with a Flotty on the left side, cause you can't really just leave Sparky and critter that out. So those one are like 1 heavy, 1 bomber on this side, 2 heavies, 4 lasers on the right, and just make sure that lasers stay on the right and bombers stay on the left. You can always do building flares, so in this case flaring the right mortar, because even though these bombers are still moving on the right, as soon as the mortar dies, bombers stay left. Good thing about lasers is they don't shoot across the gap, so what usually happens is lasers kill the right stuff, bombers kill the left, and once the buildings on the right side go down, they just wrap back around. You don't have to worry about a Flotty on the right side. Sparky is suicidal though, but that's fine. As long as the lasers, sometimes it can get dicey, as long as they stay alive, should be an okay hit. But other than that, we'll show some real attacks. And it might be fairly decent now to stop Seekers even with extra GBE and Cryobomb, just maybe not the guys who got, let's say, Barrage, Artillery, or Bullet. Here we have this guy. So again, shock launchers, I like playing it safer, taking 3 heavies. And if he even has rockets, just do 4 heavies. Boom mines maybe aren't a big issue. And also, play it more safe, which it's tough when you say that because lasers are so fast, easy to die. But playing it safe just means going all from one side. You don't have to do something super crazy, because even though there's a chance of a faster time going from the right, there's also a lot more chances to mess up. So we'll go all from the left. Still just Sparky on the far side, maybe like 3 heavies like here, Sparky, and then just waiting a bit, can do a few lasers on this side, maybe also some on the far left, and then just watching the mines. Ideally you don't want to clear any mines at the start, just trying to save most of your GBE for later on. Still have some shocks in hand. We can let lasers kill the left flame, and then just do some of Sparky's critters. Otherwise, let these guys go. We'll do 1 critter right here. And we'll do a weird flare trying to avoid those 3 mines. And then just stay on this side. Keep everyone moving, enough critters on the far left. Now that we have enough GBE, it should be okay to use them as we want to. Cryobomb clearing some mines. This machine gun, because it's slowed, don't got a tiny shock it. But that mortar far away, we'll go ahead and throw one. 1 more Cryobomb on the right side pretty soon. Can get that right now. Sparky's nearly there, so we can flare a bit sooner, and this critter should get it down. 1 more tiny shock on this mortar, maybe the other one kind of behind. That machine gun is okay because now the heavies are just going to catch up. Or the machine gun dies anyways. 1 more Cryobomb for a bunch of those mines. And since we can't tiny shock any of those shock launchers, we'll go ahead and just do Cryobombs. So 1 more flare over here, and get a Cryobomb right in the corner. Still have to watch out for that Flotty, can do a tiny shock on it first. And just trying to time a flare sort of in the back. Get that going right now. 1 more Cryobomb, this time on the left. We'll try doing 1 more medkit because now that we got flames, we also got medkits. So now it's just a matter of finishing off this side. It is a lot slower time, but the main thing is it's safer. So even if this isn't enough to push, I'd give it a shot. So just figure out what hits work for you. Here at 152 maybe isn't a great time, but given the amount of defense he had, looks like a win. And eventually, we do want to rush to heavy choppas. I say rush, but again, it's about 5 days in prison, saving 300 keys. But imagine once we have heavy choppas, if we still face 5 engines, should be a lot easier. And probably even like flare 4 or 3 boats all the way in the back, and then do something like lasers on this side. Or even just like 1 bomber or have seekers over here, and then heavy chopper rush. Either way, once we do get them, it'll be a lot better. This guy doesn't have flamed or boom mines, so we'll still do a safe hit, starting a bit on the left side, but just not too safe where we already kill this engine. Can do a few heavies over here, Sparky on the left, and then just a few lasers on the right, and on the left too. Let some of Sparky's natural critters clear those mines, and then later on, do we need a Cry Bomb? We'll try not doing one, instead saving on the right side. But for sure tiny shocking that left machine gun, and now just flaring on the right side. Get 2 of Sparky's critters going, hopefully some of them clear the left mines, and the other ones stay protected. Do you want to do more Cry Bombs right here? See if anyone goes close to that mortar. Doesn't really look like it, so we'll just do a tiny shock. 1 more flare on the right side, 1 more Cry Bomb. And now I sort of want to just save GB. Let the slowdown machine guns just die right there. And again, I like building flares, flaring that cannon just to move everyone on the right side. Can do maybe 1 more Cry Bomb right here, and then just keep on doing flares. Now we have critters going, so we're not going to tiny shock the Flotty, but we will do that mortar. As soon as that Flotty goes down, we'll do a reflare, keep our lasers alive, and just hope we get lucky with shock launchers. Doing a medkit because we can, maybe 1 more of normal critters. Already is going to be a bit slower, but just let them do the damage, and again, we like safe hits. Whether it's win or lose, as long as it works. This one only 50 building health, so 220 ain't a great time. We already got mad at Cry Bomber, so we can't get mad at another troop. Just play it safe, and make it work for you. And also the reason that we're not going back for more defense like boom mines, rockets, or even offense like barrage, artillery, more GB, is because this meta isn't too easy. We do want to kind of get past it as soon as possible, and that's what heavy choppers are for. Here we got this base, still shock launchers, and normally if you want to be a bit risky, you can try only Sparky on the left side, let her critters kill this. Needs quite a few tiny shocks, her stuff. But again, we're just going to play it safe. So go 3 heavies right here, 1 in the far right for maybe those mines, and after a few seconds, starting the lasers. Especially with the mortars as the first building, you don't want to drop lasers too early, because otherwise then they're going to die. And if they only hit 1 mine, you can always do medkits. Because we want to save some Cry Bombs, not use them just yet. Sometimes you get unlucky and mortars still shoot, but not losing too many lasers. Though as soon as the buildings are down, then you can just flare. Even without Sparky's normal critters because, well, you already got some right there. Now on this side we'll do maybe 1 Cry Bomb and looks like 2 tiny shocks. Because lasers are there and heavy is nowhere to be seen. Though maybe 1 of Sparky's critters to catch up and distract a bit. Can also do 1 medkit. And even right now, just start flaring. We'll do 1 more Sparky's critters, help clear that. Now start doing more Cry Bombs. 1 flare avoiding those mines, do 1 a tiny shock that Flotty. And probably the mortar to be safe. Flare, try and do a bit deep in the back to make sure the other stuff is protected. And then just do Cry Bombs and shock launchers. Looks like this stuff died. How lucky we are. But maybe we can somehow pull it off. Get Sparky to do critters later on. He will do 1 more Cry Bomb. Make sure we want to slow down those shock launchers. And just let this finish it off. Will take quite a while. So what we can do is maybe just right now start flaring with a critter. Could have been maybe like a 2:15-ish. Now it's going to be like sub 2 minutes. But we can see, playing it safe and doing a really bad hit, is it still going to work? Maybe. 1 more flare, finally on that engine. Is a 154 gonna be worth it? Because we got so much defense, it doesn't matter if we're super fast, as long as we just do a safe, consistent hit. And looks like this one, still gonna pull it off. So hope these safer, different hits are more encouraging, because you don't have to go crazy like the last few days. And we aren't gonna get anything else, now just start saving. Even once we have the keys to go 6 engines, probably won't, because the deck just sucks. Otherwise, after 6, even building health might not be enough. Though we'll see how the next few days go and just play it by ear. Seekers might be useful even right now on 5 engines. Because on some bases we can do like heavies lasers on the right side, drop some seekers on the left. But if that's not enough, well, all the way till heavy choppas, we know that's gonna work. So that's a plan for next few days. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.